in the best teams a lot.
First ball of the match, nothing better than getting a game started and hearing the sound of leather on willow. There'll be runs here.
Firstly, they would have sat in the bowlers meeting last night on the days leading up.
And with that, they're off the mark.
And then while they're out there, Alzarri Joseph is standing at mid-off, so he'll be having a chat as Curtly Ambrose would have done with me, or Kenny Benjamin would have done with me, and talked about, is the ball swinging, is it not swinging, which side, is it deviating from, what length is working, and they would share ideas.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand.
And that's one of the great things I enjoyed about that sort of camaraderie, and he is enjoying about standing there while Roach is bowling.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Perfect.
Flailed away, goes to the boundary, 150 comes up for India, another boundary for Shubman Gill.
Away's the boundary.
I don't think it was controlled though.
Has got the big shot away this over.
And you can understand why the short cover who comes in there in Blackwood is there. Look how far in front of himself he made contact with that ball. It's a good camera shot. Hard to control it, so that again, that's about fifth stump, sixth stump.
Back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
But there's a man at short cover as well.
Brilliant shot that.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent.
Excellent delivery from Kemar Roach. Given him immediately, the umpire, Shubman Gill, might be thinking about a review. Excellent line though.
A little late on that.
Success once again for the West Indies.
Should the captain make a change?
Talking to Rohit, seems as though he's walking. What a delivery from Kemar Roach. Wickets in quick succession.
Look at the line of it. I talked about fourth stump, fifth stump. Either in or away, that's perfect. The previous ball was flared away for four. And Roach tightened his line to about fourth stump. Excellent from Holder previously, and now from Kemar Roach. 10 to Gill, 153 for 2.
The British fans are some of the most passionate in the world. Good evening,
fans. Simple as you like.
Welcome to London, England.
Smith shakes their head.
It's almost
He's
impossible
there to be hit,
not fire your
but
heart.
make the most of it.
He's done it!
We're not going to need a roof.
This is how much it is! What the hell? The legend.
The energy in this race.
Knights don't get any better than this. The British
Only confidence on this one.
Come on, listen to this crowd. We are up for a real treat.
The vastly experienced Virat Kohli makes his way out to the middle.
And that stop.
111th test match for him, 500 international appearances all together. Centurion in each of the formats.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in
274
first
ODIs and 115 T20Is for Virat Kohli. He would feel that he missed out in that Dominica test as well, though he got a half century.
Timed that perfectly.
Mentioned
Really just seemed to have put that one into
a few
the slot
times already on this tour.
All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first
centuries drought overseas outside of Asia. 2 slips in a gully.
Sharma, I don't think will be too happy.
Same line that you bowled to Shubman Gill is the same line to Kohli. Remember, Roach had Kohli dropped at 10:22 a.m. on the second day of that previous test.
Great shot.
That's fourth, fifth stump.
The fielder could only
again, that is where you want to go to Virat Kohli. Very same thing.
Exquisite timing.
I'd like to see another fielder actually in the slip corner. So I can either take out my deep square and put him in slip, or take out my extra cover and put him in slip.
Over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
Successful over from Kemar Roach, 153 for 2.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack, and the press box and Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Picked up 4 with a lovely shot off the front foot.
Once again, Shubman Gill rather not
I'd like to see them aim
making
for
a
the top of off
significant
now.
contribution.
As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Experienced duo, however,
Doesn't want to
out
bowl
in
it
the
there.
middle.
Over pitched and helped to the boundary.
Not needed. A poor line and length. Not much effort needed to hit that to the boundary.
Working to continue.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Really good, Joe Mel. Go ahead, buddy.
Good bit of timing there.
Work, Joey.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground, over the boundary.
Boy, Warriors already.
Just need to keep it simple. Line
Really
and
like
length
the way
around
Rhodes is
about off
allowing
stump.
most
And that'll
deliveries to
force them
come and
stay.
plate under
Work,
his
Joe.
eye
Keep going,
today.
Joe.
We talked a little earlier about the one that he flicked away for 4.
Oh, catch it, Tish.
Just going on with the arm. Remember saying I didn't mind the fact that he went straight up the stumps. He just lost his length because 2 deliveries later he went up the stumps again. But that's the length he was searching for with the one that went for 4. So it's not a matter of
Come on, Jason, hold on.
going straight. It's a matter of length and holding your length
Go on, Joey.
when you attack the stumps. And Rohit has
Few
been
moves
very good at
made in the
allowing the ball to come to
Do
him.
they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Still
The
perhaps
last one helped the
maybe
scoring
looking to
rate,
score
making
through
their
the offside
intentions clear.
of Workan with any perceived turn, but there isn't any, not yet anyway. Hence the ball
Great work
predominantly
behind
hitting the
stumps.
inner portion
Saved some runs with that
of the
dive.
bat.
Leave him up now.
That was full, so he was able to drive.
Yep.
They make it back, but that was much closer than
catch
it
it,
needed to
boy.
be.
Well watched by Kohli, 1-5-4 for 2. Hour gone after lunch on day 1. And it's time for Blue Waters
Waiting. Yep.
Drinksburg.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and let the ball do all the work, really, to push it down.
Cialis
towards
Together
their net.
is an erection difficulties treatment that helps me respond naturally when turned on for up to 36 hours. Plenty of time to change
This
plans.
is everything.
Could be your lucky day.
Just threw the shot too early.
With Cialis
Highly
Together,
over.
now available
Batting
without
doesn't seem
prescription.
to be easy out there at the moment.
The one and only Chocomel.
Can I have some?
Right arm. Coming on to bowl.
Sharing not required.
Gone right through the defences.
The new Range Rover Velar, designed to intrigue.
An innings promised much, and really, in the end, delivered very much. Disappointing all round.
Facing up just yet. You know, to the Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier.
For this second test between the West Indies and India. 2 wickets of ball, the first that of Jaiswal, bowling for 57, breaking the partnership 139 between himself and his captain. Just went after one that was quite wide, full with an
So
open
that's
blade.
the third wicket down. Not a happy
Presenting
person
Hayden
walking off
Test
the field.
catch.
There's a real feeling
With
of
Kenzie,
disappointment.
debutant in this
A lot of
Test match.
pressure coming to the crease.
Second wicket to fall, a beauty from Kemar Roach. One that angled in,
They want to show
found the outside
everyone their
edge.
strength.
Shubman Gill playing forward, just getting a snicker
Hit that hard.
through
nailed
to the
it.
wicketkeeper, Joshua De Silva.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive. Just powers that
So
over the
success
boundary.
straight
Wonderful
away
timing.
for the West Indians. After lunch, Jason Holder to pick up the bowlers, economical as ever, 2.4. He's been consistently troubling the batters.
Don't mind getting hit
Kemar
for
Roach,
runs.
the elder
What's
statesman,
important
also
is
with a
focus on
wicket.
getting the next ball right.
As was mentioned, in
Huge
the
shot.
Twin
That's
Island
a
Republic of
massive
Trinidad
shot.
and Tobago,
Just
a
incredible.
glorious
That was a massive
island
shot.
country,
Middle,
most
and it flew
southern
over the boundary.
in the
Brilliant stuff.
Caribbean. Plenty of flora and fauna. A destination that you can enjoy a bit of everything. Culture, music, cuisine,
Wonderful batting.
steel
at the
pan
moment.
as well.
Back-to-back boundaries, putting the
Invented
pressure
in
on
this
the
part
bowler
of
to
the world.
respond.
Real carnival experience.
That's an unbelievable
Everyone
shot into
that,
the crowd.
A
visits
fantastic shot of
the lovely Twin
really
Island
well
Republic.
timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch, and admire.
Not forgetting the sport as well. Country that breeds,
The right-arm
sleeps,
medium
eats
bowler
cricket,
coming into the attack.
amongst
Impressed
other
by-
sports. And back live at the Queen's Park Oval, where the
Bit of a
West
change-up in
Indies
the field
are
now.
up against it.
Plenty of
Of
wickets
course,
in
one
hand
down
coming
in the
into the final
two-match
over.
Test
May
series.
as well go for broke.
After winning the toss, Craig Brathwaite will feel going into the lunch interval that it's going to get more and more difficult, but his bowlers giving some
Nice
energy to this bowling effort. As I also
Off the front
welcome
foot,
Stacey
hit it
Anking
with
alongside
all the
me.
power and elegance of a
If you're a
batter,
West Indian fan,
right
you'll be
at the top
happy
of
to
their
see
game.
this post-lunch phase.
Most definitely, Dariganga. And 2 wickets, 2 important wickets as well. Jaiswal and Gill back in the shed.
Don't
But
need
it's
to
not
do anything
over there.
special. Line and length is the
I
key.
think they'll take those positives and expect some more from their pacers.
Moves into the 80s now, the Indian captain. What he's shown, of course, are the ebbs and flows in a test match innings. Was very watchful at the start. Really looked like there was a clear plan, an organization in his mind as to how he wanted to construct this innings.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
The senior partner
Poor
in this
ball,
Indian
all
side
the way down
at
to
the crease,
boundary.
Virat
That'll
Kohli.
go down as 5 wides.
Had a workmanlike half century in the first test. 76 from 182 deliveries. Only 5 fours in that innings, so it was quite watchful, attritional in the approach. And we see something different from him, more fluency,
Single.
given the easy pace nature of the surface.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been
Definitely
worth
think
more.
just his presence out there, it will mean a lot. Joining Rohit Sharma, who's already set. We look at his average, 48.88. Really a classy
Chance.
player that
Huge
can
nick,
adapt
but
to
no
all
one to catch it.
situations, Virat Kohli.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Just getting forward there, hitting that one uppishly. Virat Kohli
That's really high.
Of course,
Don't think anyone is close.
just faced his
Just a
6th
little bit
delivery,
wrong
so
with him.
he's
The
still
power was
assessing
immense.
the
That
pace
has
of the wicket,
flown
the
over the
bowlers, the conditions.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked
But
around.
just turning a
Sometimes you
bit
just got
into
to
his hand
accept
as
it
well.
and move on. Middle that one, great timing.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up, but over for 6.
Playing
I
all
really
their
seem
shots.
to be enjoying
Very
this
expensive
bowling
over.
spell after lunch. West Indian Pacers, also very
The
boisterous
innings comes to an end.
in
India
the slip
will
court
lead
in Jason
at
Holder. He would have
mountain to
started
climb as the openers
that
come out.
collapse,
The goal will be to get the
getting
innings off
Jaiswal
to
for
a good start.
57 in that slip
One
region.
of these two surely has to go on to score big.
You can just hear him chirping, keeping that momentum, trying to keep his bowlers and players in the match.
The captain's going to change things around on the field.
That was a play and a miss. Top stuff from Kemar Roach. End of the over, 155 for 2.
Imagine believing in craftsmanship so deeply that making a car look and feel unique becomes the most important thing for you. This is the difference between building and crafting.
Great fielding.
And if this is how we craft the details,
Bit of a
imagine
mix-up,
how it
they'll need
feels
to
to drive
improve
the
their
Mazda
communication.
CX-5. Part of the electrified Mazda SUV
Team will be
range,
after a positive
crafted in
innings from this
Japan.
batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Testing over the last one from Kemar Roach. It was a delivery that was driven officially. Then Virat Kohli poked at the other, the last delivery of the last over.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That's a very difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Really good, War.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball.
Jamal Warrican into his
Interesting to
8th
see
over.
how the bowler can respond.
Going at just
That
about
last
2.5
ball isn't
runs per
something you'd
over.
want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Stacey Ann King, what's his role at this stage of the innings and
Absolutely
in this
nailed
collective bowling
That's
side
what
for
you
the
play
West
the engine
Indies?
funny for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball.
I definitely think that he
Shouldn't
has
mind
to
that.
bowl
They
a
get it
few
right,
overs,
they
a
might
few
just get
more
the
than the Pacers so that they get that rest and are able to come back
They'll get at
with
least one.
explosive spells.
That's out.
Oh dear, it's been a
There hasn't been much turn for him on this pitch or from this surface,
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes
but he
out
seems to be
crease.
using the angle
Quick
quite
to
well.
take guard and face up.
The length also is important, and he's been in really
An
good
opportunity
areas
to score
thus far.
and take it.
On him.
Good running.
A real beauty from Warrican.
Probably closer than they expected.
Just lured Rohit Sharma forward and just enough turn to beat the outside edge and clip that off stump. Wow.
They're being rewarded for nagging,
Great
that
shot.
nagging
At least one and
consistent length
What
and line.
Brilliant catch, close in.
What a delivery. Joel Warrican.
It's the wicket they so desperately
impressive.
wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could
Gets
get
the
going.
Indian captain.
Coming to
Rohit
the
Sharma
wicket,
goes
they'll be
for
looking to play
80.
within the V early.
155 for 3.
As they get settled. The right arm medium bowler is coming up to bowl. The press
Hey,
box.
Dad.
Right.
Let's go.
I'm so glad you didn't get an electric car. Glad you got a Volkswagen.
And not one of those electric cars.
The new ID3 Electric, the Volkswagen way.
Seen already makes it very easy to score.
New batter Ajinkya Rahane.
Was just textbook. Finds the space.
Missed out in the last test when he scored 3 of 11.
And it just keeps going.
He's been in good form, had a half century in that World Test
Shots are
Championship
certainly being
final.
played at the moment. Some good batting,
Even
mixed in
better.
with a little bit of good fortune.
IPL.
2 boundaries in 2 balls.
The Chennai Super Kings,
Straight
so
to the fielder.
I'm sure he has a lot of confidence
Got
batting
forward
wise.
well and was able
He's
to
here because of
drive
this
the ball. A lovely shot
from Jamal
and
Warrican.
good running.
Love the piece
Gill takes guard.
of this
Been in pretty
delivery.
good touch
Just a little bit
lately.
slower.
You wouldn't want
Rohit
to let
Sharma
them
just
get away
reaching
early with some easy
for a batter set on
boundaries.
80. That deception must be lauded.
Direct hit, and this could be gone.
I'll get there. That's the middle enough.
Yeah, beauty of a
Gill
delivery.
gets off the mark.
What it means
Time
to
to
him.
keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Just perfection. A majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Off the mark straight away. A successful over for Warwick and the West Indies. 56 for 3.
No shot offered. Brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Warner, the right arm, is coming into the attack from the university end. Great shot. Placement, exquisite.
13 overs after lunch. 35 runs conceded by the West Indian bowlers and 3 wickets.
Good return there, back from the
It's a
deep.
very, very good
Mix-up, but
bowling
no harm done
phase
this time.
for the West Indies. A lot of that built on that accuracy and discipline in lengths and lines.
The game plan certainly working for West Indies post-lunch.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
More decisive running may have gotten them 2. You look
What
at
we've
that
also
and I would
seen
say
is
they would have made it
the
easily.
fact that if you're
They need
able
be a
to
little bit more switched
apply
on
that
than
type of discipline, you can have rewards as a fielding team. A little bit of turn, a
Time
little
that
bit of
brilliantly.
lateral movement on offer in this
That
pitch.
was just a massive shot. Middled it and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
And it would have started from Jason Holder, just be nagging to Jaiswal and being rewarded
Shouldn't be
eventually.
too worried about that last ball. They've got them
There he
playing
is,
their shots.
very chirpy.
Just need to tighten their areas now.
Evidence of that energy from wicket
Ease through the
taking.
field. There'll be runs here. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air. He takes a good catch.
Very healthy for a fielding side in Test match cricket.
So that's the 3rd wicket down, trudging off the field. They're well and truly into the middle order now.
Ajinkya Rahane is
Field will come up now, you'd
another
think.
one of the Indian
Pressure should
batters who
definitely be on
is
the
quite
new
short
batter.
in stature.
Strides to the middle.
So when bowling to
They'll
him,
be looking for
there is an
another quick
adjustment to be made in your length as a fast bowler. Just a tad fuller to him.
That's a harsh
Likes
ball
playing
from
off
the
the
umpire.
back foot.
I've seen wider than
Oftentimes
that,
you'll
not
drive
called.
at deliveries on the up because of that shorter stride that he has as a batter. Another play and a miss. There's always that sense of a delivery from Kemar Roach coming into you as a right-handed batter. And that's because of the angle of release and his stop delivery that comes into the right-hander.
Similar lines and lengths to what the wicket he got from Shubman
An
Gill.
innings that promised
Just
much,
that 4th,
really,
5th
in
stump
the end,
line.
delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Is the batter thinking, drawing them forward.
Really like to see that pitch
new
map of
batter,
Jason
Mark
Holder,
Vegarde.
what he's produced so far in
Just
this
need to
test.
rotate the strike
9
early on
overs,
as they
just
get
22
settled.
runs. Really an exemplar, you can see, in this West Indian bowling lineup in this test match.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Not standing on ceremony, this one. Brilliantly timed and flew over the boundary for 6 runs.
16 runs.
Much better from Virat Kohli. Covered the line.
India are
Off the middle of the
49
bat.
for
157 for 3.
As a vet, I know that you want the best care possible for your animal companion.
Using good control and spin. from
When
this bowler.
choosing pet insurance,
forward to
it can
seeing
be
what we can
difficult
do.
to know whether the policy will cover the veterinary bills you need it to. Pet Plan aim to pay claims quickly and without a fuss, and that's one reason why so many vets work with them.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
United? United?
West Indian bowlers trending in the right direction with their lines and lengths, working as a collective. So important to
And with
highlight
that, they're off the mark.
this effort post-lunch. Bowlers operating in partnership with each other, runs not leaking from one end.
Oh, yes, Joe.
Stacey King, as someone who bowled as well in your international career, the importance of
This
pressure
is where
being
they can
applied
be
from the
so
opposite
good
end,
because they were so
and that
quick to get
contributing
back
to your
onto this.
success as a fast bowler.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that
Oh,
last ball.
Joey.
First
Yeah,
step
most
of the
definitely.
bowler is to get
They
the
always say
bat
bowl in
positions
pairs,
they've
and once
managed.
you're able to bowl in
They can
partnerships
find the
like
right
that,
target,
keep things
reward
tight
will
on one
eventually
end,
come.
as the other bowler attacks on the other side, which is the role that Kemar Roach is playing. Warrican is just maintaining that length, questionable
The
length.
match comes to a close, and they've done exactly what they came here to do. They've won easily.
They can
and
create
convincingly
opportunities.
in a completely one-sided affair.
That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you soon.
Didn't quite get rewards in Dominica Jamel Warrican.
Catch it, Tish.
Yeah, but he's been really impressive thus far in this test. He's done what his skipper needs of him.
Are we?
Yeah, really good delivery, but just opens the face and guides it. Good cricket all around. Kohli is still on naught from 11, so still having a look.
Now Salim Madoff installed. A little more attacking feel for Virat Kohli. So far looking a little bit tentative outside the off stump. Just a single from the over, 158 for 3. Roach to continue. Again, just want to underscore the importance of adapting in Test match cricket, not only as a batter but as a bowler. Assessing conditions quickly and coming up with an approach that is going to allow you to be successful as a bowler. Jason Holder, he's been very impressive because his lengths initially a little bit on the short side, and then after lunch he made the adjustment, getting many of his deliveries in that fuller length region.